Our central question was, why did the British establish new policies? Britain established new policies in order to tighten control over the colonies. Great Britain instated many acts and taxes which enraged colonists who argued that it was unfair to tax them when they had no direct representation in Parliament. This resistance was the beginning of America's revolt against its mother country. And as you can see here, it's a British soldier saying that he wants more power over the colonies and the colonists that live inside of it too. 1764 introduced the Sugar Act, which amended the Molasses Act that had taxed all foreign molasses from entering the U.S. at 6 pence a gallon in 1764. The new act ended the previous British policy of keeping Americans out of all revenue-raising measures. It stated that colonists exported certain items to foreign countries only if they passed through Britain first. Parliament hoped that Americans would buy more British items, and it increased the British sale of European wine. And as you can see here, the colonists on the right is extremely sad because the molasses on the left is highly taxed and is also very expensive. This is a depiction of a British stamp. The Stamp Act was introduced in 1765 as a means of raising revenue in the colonies and was passed by Parliament. It stated that in all legal documents, contracts, licenses, pamphlets, and newspapers must carry a stamp that is taxed. It was intended to raise money for keeping up the defense in colonies. It infuriated colonists because it was an internal tax that few can escape. Opposition to the Stamp Act led to the formation of the Stamp Act Congress. This is a depiction of the Tea Act. The Parliamentary Tea Act eliminated import duties entering England, lowering the selling price to consumers, also allowing selling directly to consumers, hurting middlemen. Colonial smuggling was very harmful to the East India Company, which held a monopoly on tea. This act provided savings for Britain. And as you can see here, you have the British dipping the tea bag into basically the US for money. John Adams, as shown here, in his circular letter in 1768, openly criticized Parliament's practice of taxation without proper colonial representation. It was said that no tax that was issued in order to produce revenue for Great Britain was constitutional because American representatives had not voted to allow the tax. And that was our paper slideshow. I hope you enjoyed.